So hello, me and my cat saying hello. So I'm back, it's Goddess, and I said I was gonna make a full detailed guide of what I learned over the course of 5 years playing Grand Cross in full deep. So this is the first part, okay? So if you're a new player, this can be really helpful to you understand the basics of the game. If you've been playing for a while, to be honest, I suggest you wait for another video, okay? Like, to be honest, I suggest you wait. Yeah, I'm appreciated if you still watch it. But to be honest, don't think you need any of the information I'm gonna give you right now, okay? It's for y'all new players, okay? So when you log in, you gonna have little boy Percival, okay? But in your case, let's do it right now, okay? I'm gonna just say it right away. If you're in Percival Tavern, by the way, and you want to switch, you're tired of Percival Tavern, go on the tent, middle button. You go downwards, bottom left. Okay, this one right here. Press on it and choose whatever tavern you like. We gonna go for the basic one, okay? Just for this video. You're gonna have Elizabeth. That's gonna give you your daily rewards. I don't feel like I need to explain this, okay? So let's just get straight into it. What you got on the top right here that I'm moving is your important events of the moment. In my opinion, and in probably everybody's opinion, okay? That's what you need to focus on mainly. Like, when I say mainly, it's not like as soon as it drops, that's the content that you should complete and finish. When it's finished, go back to other stuff, you know? That's limited events. So, you want to complete them as fast as you can. Well, for your sanity, to be honest, that's just for your sanity. You can take your time, but it's probably gonna cost you in the long run, to be honest. I'm gonna just be real on that one. So I'm gonna go over some things pretty fast, okay? So I hope y'all can follow me, because I feel like some stuff are not too needed to talk about. Got the I, that is just want to get rid of this stuff. You got your name, and here is your energy, okay? That's what you will use. That's called AP, but it's what you will use to do most stages in the game, okay? So try to always, have some in spare. Excluding that, you'll see I'm gonna pass by on some stuff pretty quick, okay? So my bad in advance if I seem to just skip over stuff. It's gonna be too long if I don't. Then you got your, you won't really need this unless for one reason, okay? That's your player information. And the only thing you're really gonna need this for is obviously if you want to link your stuff to your email, etc. But I ain't gonna talk about that part. What I'm gonna talk about is just above your ID, okay? Your player ID, the only time you're gonna need to go there, you're gonna just press on the yellow button right here, copy it. It's when Netmarble, creators of the game, is gonna drop some events on their website, which, don't worry, I'm pretty sure all YouTubers, when codes drop, are gonna notice you that codes are dropping. Will show you where the site is, etc. So if you ever need the site, even me will show you where it is. You just tell your server. So for example, I'm on the Japanese server. I'm gonna type Japanese server, and I'm gonna copy my ID on this. Type the little code that they drop, and you're gonna receive some in-game rewards as soon as you log in. So that's the only reason you're really gonna need this, and it's pretty useful on that part. Here is, it's mostly, it's your active buffs. Not really gonna look at this ever. Same thing here, but for like cosmetic stuff. And well, I don't read Japanese, to be honest. So if I tell you you won't need it, you won't need it. Like, trust me on that one. You ain't gonna need that. It's worth looking at once, but once you know it, you ain't gonna look at it again. It's simple stuff, so it's not stuff I need to explain you, you know. So then you get your, your mail. First one, I suggest you go every morning. If you're on JP, for me, it's like about 5 a.m. East. So about, if I remember correctly, it's like 2, 3 p.m. or something for Japanese, but not sure. You correct me if I'm wrong. They just gonna give you small rewards, like, or when an update shows up, etc. So mostly rewards you're gonna see in there, okay? There's never nothing else in there. Same thing for this one, pretty much. This one is, if you bought, for example, for a final boss, you bought an outfit, okay? You bought the final boss outfit. I'm gonna just give my cat food at the same time I tell y'all this, because y'all gonna hear this man scream forever. But when y'all go buy a final boss outfit, y'all will get a little orb, which is basically a package. And packages are gonna show up in this. So if you buy as well, like you buy with your credit card, you buy some outfits, you buy some gem pack, that's where it's gonna show up. So if you ever look for it, first time you buy, whatever, that's where it's gonna show up. Here is friendship coin. You got friends on the game. You go here, okay? I'm gonna tell you right now. You go on the settings bottom. I'll explain later everything in there too. You go on the little fist thing, and you're gonna press on coins right here. This is gonna send coins, friendship coins, to your mail right here, which you can collect. I suggest you collect them all at once, but I suggest you let them go a few times if you need certain items. For example, I'm a type of guy who always need PvP since I make videos, and I also need the orb for the dungeon. So what I like to do is always leaving, like for a few days, just so I can get over the cap you got. And you always do the same kind of thing, so this can always be helpful. And this one below is where you're gonna get invite for raids. So I'll invite for co-op, basically cooperation. So in that sense, the only thing left is gold and gems, which is pretty simple, to be honest. I ain't gonna detail you that. Gold is gold. That's what you buy mostly everything with, and gems is what you struggle to get for all your gameplay, okay? That's what you need the most as well. So on the second part, okay? I already talked about limited events. Right now that's pretty sad because there's not an active one. The Overlord collaboration just ended, so can't really show what it looks like in it. I could go on my global. Low-key, I just leaked myself. I hope not everybody's gonna hear what I just said. I'll try to skip over it now. But under it, okay, you got the AUG Pass. AUG Pass is basically, if you ever played some pretty much any game nowadays, you got a battle pass. It's exactly that, okay? You got the paid side, you got the not paid side, you get some little currency that you got a little shop that you can buy stuff from. The only thing I mention about it that is important in my opinion is you can go on the shop here, and every month the ones with the little pass on it, well, if you manage to get enough currency, you can actually buy those, and they switch every month or so. So there's some pretty cool ones sometimes, pretty worth it if you want to have some free to play cosmetics. Excluding that, to be honest, don't feel like I need to explain much more in there. So under that, you already know, man. I don't need to talk about the shop. Here, okay, most of the time, if you see some stuff pop up that are not these two below, like these two right here, if you see something in the middle, it's current events. that the game is doing. So I suggest you just look at it, because sometimes it's reward, just like this one right now. It's reward in case you didn't do it. If you just gotta, put your ID from the new Seven Deadly Sins game in there, and you're gonna get 50 gems. Pretty damn good, right? So if you didn't do it, suggest you do it. By the way, takes like literally 10 minutes. I did it, and I did not want to do it, to be honest. But 50 gems, my ass was gonna do it. So under that, that's just to show you banners, okay? Like, you're never gonna actually click on this one to go on banners. To be honest, it's like your free ad, okay? It's like you're just to say you got a free single that you can pull. I mean, to be honest, even as a free to play, I will never do that one. There's ads I will watch as a free to play on that one that I actually do, but not this one. And this, well, listen, I definitely suggest you take the free one, because I did not even know myself there was a free one. That's a new type of event with some steps if you buy. So if you buy, well, there's some steps. But if you don't buy, I suggest you just open it and take the little thingies they just gave for free. That's 74, if I seen correctly, of the 3 basic demon mats. Listen, free mats always welcome. Now on the right side, okay, here is like all your missions. The yellow one is the story mission. The 2 ones under are side missions, but not side mission in the sense of a daily quest, or like side stories, like with other characters, like the Catastrophes and Ragnarok. Then below, the green one, the first one daily mission, the second one weekly mission, just stuff you do. One thing I would like to mention about this is in there, because something changed, and not sure if everyone is aware of it, but so I'll just say it in case, especially if you're new. You do not need to actually complete the bird to get the reward, so just start the stage. If you're not able to do it, you can just, run it, try it. If you fail, well, it's whatever, but you can also just join, quit, get your gem, enjoy it. The same thing for the Demon King. The only thing that changed, back then it was not like that, because there was no weekly mission back then, but nowadays for the guild boss, you need to succeed all 3 runs to get the gem. But you can succeed 3 run on easy, you're not it's not needed you go, like, for example, easy, then hard, then extreme. Like, it don't matter. You can do 3 runs on easy and you're gonna get your gems. I just wanted to mention this one real quick. So pretty much done with this part. This is absolutely useless. It's some bullshit about Game Center. Nobody actually gives a fuck. Like, I don't even know what the hell is Game Center, to be honest. That's for iPhones, I guess. If you're on Samsung, it's going to be like Play Store, blah blah blah. If you want to see the YouTube, Twitter of Grand Cross, you can see it. That's useless, to be honest, because they barely promote anyway. They need me to promote. To be honest, bro, on promotion, I'm a god, for real. But here, that's your guild chat. So if you're in a guild, pretty much where you're going to see the guild chat. Here, that's your guild. If you join a guild, don't know how that thing works right now if you're not in a guild yet, because I know you can do the guild boss, but I ain't gonna talk about guild right now because that's completely out of subject. Then you got this, okay? This one, nowadays, the interface switched a bit, but these 3 are pretty much some, you could say, like monthly, 2 months event, kinda. Like, it switch, like rotates and etc. Not necessarily actually equal in timeline, but they try their best, I guess. So definitely suggest you always do these super important events. Super one. Then you got your SP dungeon. SP dungeon, main thing you're gonna need, to be honest, is that dungeon right here, okay? That dungeon with the orbs, one of your main needed one, and the essay coins one. The limited one that you're gonna need some. Man, I forgot the name of this thing in English. To be honest, bro, the same thing. You know what I mean? So they give that thing every 2 weeks. Sometimes I feel like they're lying, okay? Sometimes I feel like they give like 6 training dungeon keys and they don't give SA coin dungeon at all. If you agree with me, you can say it in comments. I feel like I'm not wrong about this, but they say it's every 2 weeks, okay? So it should be every 2 weeks if they ain't lying. So you open this. Suggest you don't open the other ones, to be honest. You open this one, get your SA coins. If you don't know SA coins, we'll talk about it soon. Don't worry. I guess you do, though. I definitely guess you do, if you got that far. You got the gold dungeon, okay? That's where you're gonna get your gold. Then you got your book. Book dungeon. Can switch for the tricolor. That's for making, well, the books for ascending your characters. If you want to make some light or dark book, you need to make conversion with king, with colored ones, okay? So you just go see king, and you go into converting materials, and you switch books of colors for light or dark ones, if that's needed to you and you don't know how to do it. Then you got the freaking, I forgot the Joel stage, the freaking AP potion. I was trying to that's not AP potion, no, that's XP potion. I forgot the XP name for a second. So XP potion for leveling your characters, pretty simple, and here it's pretty much, I want to say weekly, but it's not weekly. It's pretty much just, events. Like, just say events for gem and from like sparish little rewards that you can. I'd say if you start, it's pretty good events. If you don't start, you just want the gems from this. Unless maybe it's right now I see they don't have it, in my opinion. Like they should buff the rewards on that. But if it's the well, I like to call it the range stones, but for y'all it probably got another name, so I'm gonna just show it to y'all, okay? Just so we all agree on something. If they showed, if it's this in the stage, whoever you are, it's pretty useful, okay? It's pretty damn useful, so you should technically do it, in my opinion. So, switching up, pretty done with this part, so let's go right into it with the patrol. Patrol, you just send characters, okay? That's the most simple thing ever, but I suggest you try to not forget to do it, because the skip tickets, bro, are something important in this game. The more you play, the more you gonna notice you won't skip tickets. You don't want to be at 0, okay? Because you're gonna be in such a pain, bro. I'm telling you right now. Then you got boss stage. That's where you're gonna farm your raids. You got normal, L, etc. Nowadays, they're pretty damn nice. You can just do one and make all 3, all 6. It depends, because the normal one you can do 6 of the same. In L it's different. The top row is Belmoth Demon and the second row is OG Demon, so that's 3-3. But you can do one and make all 3 at once, so that's nowadays pretty amazing. I ain't gonna lie, because back then it was really not like that. That's where you farm pretty much a boss, okay? Boss raid. And you got the Demon Lord raid. Pretty endgame content, okay? Listen, you can do the extreme. In my opinion, everyone literally can do the extreme. You started 3 weeks ago, maybe not, but like give it like a month or 2, to be honest. Like with the characters they gonna release and you understanding the game a little bit, you should be able to do the extreme one, to be honest, like just with a good setup. L1 is gonna be different, okay? I suggest you wait and check videos and just, maybe wait for some better characters, try to get the LR King maybe, but it's gonna be something I suggest you, if you're new, to think about a little bit later on. Now, Knighthood boss, well, Guild, Demon King, some events I did not actually talk about as the above. Well, there's reason I don't talk about it because I'm address them in another video. I don't want to make it too long. Creature Nest, pretty much the same thing. Endgame content, okay? I don't suggest it if you started like right away, it's not necessarily a good thing, okay? You're going to struggle, I promise. If you did it for a while, well, I'll talk about it soon, don't worry. Not that video though. Then you got your PvP. I don't feel like I need to tell you much about PvP, especially if you watch my videos. PvP is where you gonna go get toxic. You go beat people up. You go beat players up. You send them back to their mama crying. That's the place, okay? 3 versus 3 is the worst thing ever. I ain't even gonna talk about it. I'll let somebody else guide you on that one. I hate it. Don't like it. Don't support it. It's bot fights, okay? Literally, you just look at X's. It's long and boring, to be honest, bro. You can set up your bots. If you like that, go on ahead. Go learn about it. Not from me. Training dungeon. Training dungeon is where I'll drop anyway. Pretty surely this video and the second part is going to be about the gears. I'll drop the gears as well, so you're gonna have both together. This is where you're going to farm, gears for, well, not farm the gears, but farm materials, so you can awaken your gear as a UR, okay? So, the red gears, basically. The gears you want the most on your favorite characters, I guess the ones you want to make strong, you're gonna go do these stages, which give certain rewards to upgrade your gears in certain types of ways. I got a little bit of right now because my voice kind of running out. It's like the 6th video I make right now. I'm kind of dead, but I try to make it as great as I can right now. What you want to make next, okay, is this stage right here. This stage, okay, is I'd say, okay, it's pretty good rewards in every case. The only thing is it don't refresh often, okay? So I'd suggest, in my opinion, that you should wait until it's at 10 every time, but don't wait too long after it's at 10 because now you're wasting time. So when it's at 10, like right now for me, you choose the one you want to do. Go on ahead, skip that shit. You're super happy. You get your little thingies, rewards from the stage. It's not necessarily madness rewards. I feel like if you actually want rewards just from running the stage, you should go on the second. But for the shop though, for the shop is different. Now, that's up to you. What you need, what you want. In my case, I'm trying to make my old box SA. So, I'll definitely go for some SA coins. Will buy a pendant just because why not, because the rest I don't really need right now. But that's pretty much all you need to do here. And you should be set for pretty much forever about that. Then you got equipment. Listen, to be honest, I feel like that's the most useless thing after 3 versus 3. Because my hatred for 3 versus 3 is like unmatched. But yeah, that's useless. I don't feel like I need to tell you this. If you want some gears, you can do stages in this. But to be honest, bro, you can just go skip some free stage and you're gonna have the same thing. Like, it's the literal same thing. They just gonna send you there if you go there, basically. So if you can't look for it, go there. Last thing is reverse stages. Well, that's self-explanatory, man. I ain't gonna tell you about this too much. You do story stages, but you're the villain. That's it. You're gonna get some cool rewards. The only thing I gotta say about this is if you like that mode, I'm sorry to tell you, it's probably never gonna get the new stage. Cause I don't know what's happening with this, bro. It's been drying forever. I liked it actually. Exclude the like Meliodas that are completely on crack, but it's a fun thing, okay? Like genuinely, it's fun, okay? Like that was a fun idea. I feel like they should do more of it, but it is what it is, okay? So on this, pretty much covered all this. Here is go back to your tavern, okay? So the pig, well that's the tavern. So I'm guessing you know. Here is first of all where you are in the story, okay? Which your chapters. So the only actual reason you'd go there is if you got a new chapter, you for example, and you don't know where the stage is, you want to go to the stage, you can press on the yellow button that should be there if there was a new stage, okay? There's not right now, so there's no yellow button where I'm sliding my finger. So that's the only reason you're gonna go there, and the other actual reason you want to be there is when there's a new chapter. Well, the latest one that you had, well, the previous one before that is gonna be completed, and you got a 30 gem reward from it. You gotta just crawl, and go get that 30 gem, and you're happy, and you pull your gem, get shafted like me, cry a little bit, go back to your grind. So on this, pretty much the only reason you're gonna be on that tab. The second tab is the same thing, but for the sad stories, like I said earlier, catastrophes, Ragnarok, Prisoner of the Skies movie, etc. Third one is your daily missions, weekly mission. Okay, the first tab, in that tab is the daily. The second tab is the weekly. Pretty simple, self-explanatory. The third one is an achievement tab. In most of it, okay? I suggest you go do everything you can in those, excluding this because it's a pain in the ass. Like, to be honest, makes no sense how some of these missions are just way too freaking long. So everything else is pretty much doable. I suggest you go for it. It's worth it. There's some little emotes, little gems, little characters, tickets. There's some few stuff in there, okay? On the third one, the helmet thing, well, it's your box, okay? It's a term that people use to describe all your character, okay? So instead of saying, a list of character, if someone tells you, like, can you show me your box? They mean, can you show me all your characters? That's what it means, okay? So when here is to press on your box, and you get the little 4 squares here that is like a filter for your stats, okay? The one below is filtered by characteristic, okay? More like, races, that kind of stuff, like you're a demon, you're an angel, etc., etc., like, or a collaboration, like you're from the show, you're a catastrophe, etc. So in that case, it's more like to know where you're at, or you want to find a character, etc. You want to build someone, don't want to look for it. Use those filter. You can't even type here. I can't speak Japanese, so it won't work for me, but it should work fine for you. This one's pretty much the same thing, okay? It's also like filter, but like in mad deepness detail, so if you want to go like mad deep in your filter, well, you can go on that one. Then here, I ain't gonna talk much about it, okay? For now, but that's your box CC, okay? That's a super important thing in the game. That's why I will talk about it in another video, like mostly alone. So just know for now that it's all your character's power combined. It's everything you accomplished in the game, if you want it simple, in a number. So with this, let's move on and just go straight into this button right here, which is making your teams, okay? Um. Okay, bro. I just need to say it. Okay, my team is coins. It's for friendship. Coins. The reason why I got the such weirdest team ever in there is for the coins. That if you wonder why my Zen is still there, you will not believe how many people still run my Zen. The Lilia is just because I love her, and Sue Overlord Union just because they dropped recently. You know, I always switch a bit, excluding the Zena, because Zena is like my trademark. You already know. You probably know me. If you did not know me from Pandora, you're pretty new. If you know me from Pandora, you're OG. If you know me before Pandora, man, you're a legend. I ain't even called a legend. Because I've been there for long, I just wasn't making that much noise. So, okay. Second part, okay, is here. Pretty much affection, okay? In simple, it's the usage of characters. So it's going by your energy right here, the AP, okay? So as you do stage with a character, this is going to fill up and give you some gems. Suggestion I'd give is like when you get enough gold, you know, like you farmed enough gold with your main farming team, well, you can switch some few characters on it just to fill those up and get some gems eventually spare for some banners. Always useful. And the third one, well, it's card sets. Well, I can actually talk about card sets right now because I feel like why not? Card sets are things that can be used in the game to add on your teams to get some special effects added to your team for your match, okay? So what your goal is to get as much card as possible to complete sets. Sets will give you a little bit like a little new passive, but for all your team. They obviously got restrictions, etc, etc, etc. But if you want a great example, okay, back then, like I'm talking like way back, okay, when like the bird first released the first demonic beast, basically you was healing, okay, 5% if I remember right for every time you add a debuff on your characters. So it was pretty, you know, useful because the bird was making you bleed and etc. So that's some little sets, you know, that it doesn't work on ungeared PvP. I'm just telling you right now, if you was thinking about it, it ain't gonna work. It works in geared PvP though. So, well, it works in PvE. So if you want to use it in PvE, works everywhere in PvE most of the time. They will tell you on the card set though if it does not work. On that, it's pretty much over for the cards, to be honest. That's pretty simple, self-explanatory as well. One other thing I could talk about will be, especially, well, you definitely got your banners, but one thing I will mention is that I will not do must summon videos or like should you summon videos, or in my opinion, okay, it's your choice, and I don't want to induce anybody in error from what I read on the paper, you know. And even if I tested the character, you know, some people got different likings. You know, I'm one of the guys that actually love LR Lilia to death, and I see everybody's calling her like the worst LR of history and all that stuff. And to be honest, I've been top 1% on Chaos PvP with her team. She carried me all the way up. Man, I'm using her right now today for fun PvP normal against those Geld damage team, and she actually worked. I actually like her freaking lots, but not everybody, you know, liking her. That's not pulling a character since she's a LR, but still, that's the same way about pulling a character, you know. There's some characters that I personally feel that you won't feel, so I suggest that you make your own choice about this one. But be wise about your gems, okay? The only thing I gotta say about this is that this is where you're gonna pull characters, okay? Like, you know, like this, you pull characters, blue. Will I get Baldur? Definitely not. I'm getting a blue Dion, like always. I was kidding. I don't even think Baldur is in that banner. Okay, that was a joke. But in brief, that's where you go to pool. The third one is the shop. They gonna spam you an ad straight up. No ad this time because they spawned you in the shop anyway. So they was like, if you ain't buying, you ain't gonna buy. You useless to us. Another ad. So the first 2, 3 are shops. Okay, the first one is shops for outfits. Okay. Well, I don't even want to talk about it, bro. Shops is shops. The fourth one, okay, coin shop. So all your copies of characters is where you're gonna go spend them. But I suggest you start spending once you got your character 6/6. Don't just start spending your coins on there when your unit is 1/6. It's kind of stupid. Okay, let's just be honest. Don't do that. Not worth it. I suggest you buy that 10 skip tickets, bro, for 1 gold coin though. I suggest you do buy it. Always worth it. And in the bottom, you got the friendship coin on the bottom of this one, okay? So, with this, you can buy, which in my opinion will be the most useful for you, is the orbs for the dungeon and AP. Because I'm considering right now in this video that you're a starting player. You're not an endgame player. So those 2 mostly are the ones you're gonna need, okay? And if you want the Simon Dupe, well, Simon Dupe, if I remember correctly, that's the only place you can get him. I don't know if it changed by now, but back then that was the case. So, last one is a gem shop. I'ma be real. Unless they make an event on it, because it did happen 2-3 times, I don't suggest you even open that thing. Completely useless. So last thing, okay? Last thing for this video, because I'm going to try, as I said, make it kind of short and go over every topic in one video. You got your equipment on the barrel. I say equipment, but by this I mean all your items, you know, like not your actual gears, you know. I mean equipment as like what you'd have in a book bag. Oh, my bad, I had to crack my back. You got your friend stuff next to it, okay? That's all about your friends, so here is your friend list. Here is to search a friend. Here is man, to be honest, I'm not sure I remember. I think it's to accept no, this one is to accept somebody. This one is to block their ass. This one, if I remember correctly, is to accept a match. Most of the time you will accept a match, well, in here, okay? So correct me if I'm wrong, pretty sure I'm right about that one. As I said, I don't speak Japanese, so there's some few stuff that I say off memory. Here is to go back in your card, so you know you can go on your card from directly your box, so it's not really needed. Then, well, you got your stamps, man. If you want to be toxic and some little stuff, you know, that's where you're gonna do it. Then you got your specs, settings. Suggest you go look at this yourself, see what fits for you. Here is to rewatch stories, okay? I've never seen nobody, excluding content creator, like deep into lore people about the catastrophes. Look at this. I doubt you will. But in case you're interested, you can see it there. And the last 2 things, to be honest, listen, that's all stuff about your account. You're gonna know when you read it. Same for this, but that's like the most useless ones ever, okay? Like don't even click on it, don't bother, it's useless. But that thing, listen, if you ever need it, there's some stuff in there that can be useful, but not stuff I need to talk about. It's delete accounts, save accounts, trade account. Well, not trade accounts, but you know what I mean. So yeah, on this, I actually hope that it was useful to at least a few new players out there, because I know it was not information meant for the end game, but I did received so many requests to actually make some guides about the game in detail. I made some poll. It was highly voted. I don't know if y'all just wanted to hear me talk for freaking 40 minutes. My voice is dead now. Because if y'all didn't know, my throat is fucked up. I need some meds to talk. But I was happy to make this. So I genuinely hope it will help you forward. And stay tuned for the next videos. It will get more and more and more helpful and more in game by the time I make videos, okay? I already got the second video recorded. It's weird, I know. I'm recording the first one right now, but the second already done. But it is what it is. That's how I work. So I'm gonna go take my meds for my voice, and in like 20 minutes when they take effect, I'm gonna go record the third one. So nah, for real, stay tuned, because I got a lot of stuff that I actually think that even if you're really endgame, is gonna change your gameplay. It's not gonna be just small information like in this video specifically. So let's stay tuned. I hope y'all have a good day. Much love. It's Goddess, man. Peace out.